Okay, what is up, y'all? We are going to do a quick re-drill on the door. Probably need this. Okay, yep, that's it. Because we have an shit. Hold on. Because the wiser door handle that uses the small hole, so we're going to have to re-drill this real quick. I'm kind of flying today, so apologies if I don't explain things quite like they know. I don't know, we may not have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to re-drill this one. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So what I'm replacing this guy with is an old A series, because I've got a bunch of A series stock, and this house has A series all through it. And these are gonna be kind of refurbished. Let's take a look. This is the old Wiser. Obviously cannot be keyed to a Schlage key. So this guy is still decent. Still, believe it or not, still works. I think Night Owl said he was interested in these. So I have him a box going, but I have not put my hands on one of the old styles, and here's one right here. So Night Owl, you can have this guy if Jason can get the screws to cooperate here. What are you doing? Just get in there. This is not the point of the video. Okay, so there you go. Got your new old new lock. Alright, so once you get it off the door, you have the obvious problem of the hole's too small. That doesn't matter with most stuff nowadays, because most stuff nowadays is going to be able to be put in a hole like this, but we are putting in real deal Schlage, and this was actually even the old one where they had to turn it like that to lock it. But see, I have a little bit of a problem right there. So, and to do that, we're just going to go ahead and get our red Kwikset jig clamp deal. This used to be this longer with another hole, but I cut it off because there's literally no reason. I don't cut 5-inch back sets all the time, so there's literally no reason for me to have that on there. So I'm peeking down the hole, and I'm centering this hole because that's kind of the most important thing is getting that hole centered. You don't want to be too far down. I don't even know if you can see that or not, but you don't want to be too far up. You want to be centered right there. And then we're going to look at that to make sure that it is sitting on it. We see this is a beveled door. See how it's not sitting on one side and sitting on another? You always cut and measure from the high side, which this is automatically doing. This is one good reason to use a clamp, a quality clamp, is because you don't have to worry about that. It'll automatically kind of do what it's supposed to do. And then once we have that centered, I'm going to tighten it down. Now there are several, okay, we got to go up a little bit though. So whoop, 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 right about there, right about there. Make sure it's hitting at the top and bottom here. Okay, it wasn't. So on a heavily beveled door like that, it may wobble just a bit, and if it does, then I'll come over here and I'll kind of look at this, and I'll wobble it to the up position. So just like that, just like that, and tighten down. Okay, why is UPS delivering here? All right, so this adjustment right here is basically for this part. So if we loosen this screw, all right, and then we tighten down this, see what happens? See how it spreads apart right there? It's the more I tighten this, the further it spreads apart. That's because it's not stabilizing it with this screw. So we want to back it out, and then go to there and then tighten it down. Okay, that's still not great. Let's go a little bit more. I'm kind of going to check my centers again. It drifted a little bit. You always want to measure a lot and cut once. We're still filming? I'm worried about this GoPro freezing up on me. So we see, and typically this is the case, you're gonna have a lot more on the bottom than you do on the top. Sometimes it's equal, it's close, but you can see how it's just a little bit more on the bottom. And at that point, it's just a matter of drilling this bad boy. Drilling this bad boy up. No biggie, we're gonna grab our 2 1/8 inch hose saw that is somewhere in here. And normally I put, I'm using this because it's a redrill. Normally I would mark it with this little guy, this easy backset marker. In that case, when we hold it up against the door, like right there, we can see that bevel right there. So if we were marking it, we mark it on this side, not on that side, because that's the shallow side. This is the high side. See, it's higher than that, it goes in. So this is the side we mark and drill from. So never, be very cautious of beveled doors. I gotta see what I'm getting a text about real quick in the meantime. Go ahead and chuck this guy up. All right, what do you want? Who wants what? Okay, sorry, I was having to reply to a silly ass question. So I'm gonna kind of brace the door like this. All right, doot. I'm not sure it's on drill. Yep. And all right, now let's get you a view. You see how I was doing that? Let's get you a view from this side. All right. Okay, that was cute. So now we're going to go from the other side. And get situated here. We got kind of tight confines. Okay. Now we're done. I do have to do another door, so I'm not done, but you're done. This shows luckily A series latches has where is one? There we go. Luckily A series latches uses the inch and the 7/8 inch hole, but we do have a problem. Oh, that's super tight. That's super tight. Let's look over here. Yeah, we're still going. It's because of that whole bevel situation. Oh, no, it'll work. Okay. Oh, it'll work unless I do that. Alright, let's bust this bad boy open and actually put the lock on the door. How about that? How about them apples? Probably going to use the same strike that's here. There's nothing really wrong with it. No real reason not to. Simply because this door obviously just has a doorknob on it. And it's already pretty tight. The strike that's on there, the old Wiser strikes were actually a bigger footprint. So when you try to put one of the updated strikes on there, there's always like a cutout or something in the door where you can see the old one because you're putting in actually a smaller one than what was there. It just doesn't make any sense to do that. All right, with A series, you have your adjustment. So on thick doors, you want to go ahead and back it up all the way, all right, and then start screwing it on. And for average doors, it goes right about there. I always take my little nipple that sticks off right there and put it centered. I don't know why I do that, because when you're on a metal door, that has to be at 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock position. So even on wood doors, it'll bite into the wood. You might as well just do it at the right angle. It doesn't really matter, but just a thing, all right, and get that in. Make sure it's engaging with the teeth and the latch, and we're gonna make sure it's tight over here and pop this guy off. I finally got a chance to use an old A series lock. Getting rid of old stock is always a good thing. Saving the customer money because they're actually getting a good lock, even though they don't realize it. I can sell this the same as what I would sell a new lock for, and just tell them, hey, yo, this is a period lock that costs $150 or something, and I'm giving it to you for the low price, the super low price of, I don't know, what did I charge for these? 60 bucks each with the redrill? Yeah, 60 each with the redrill. So being able to use old stock that's long been either lost your money on or it's been paid for and it's just been sitting around taking up room, we can use it, and we can keep a house happy with period hardware. Not period brass hardware, but period hardware. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? All right, so that's it. I'm gonna snap this guy on right there. No, get it right there. Yep, and I got a doorknob somewhere around here. Yep. And I got a key somewhere around here too. So let's go ahead and check that. That was one bad thing about these, is you did have to push and turn. But it's beautiful. Let's see if it catches. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. See what I mean about the bigger plate? This is actually taller. Actually, this is, there's no real reason to mess with that. It's perfectly fine. You could, but for the price they're getting this guy for, you know, it's good. It blends in. Nothing's been done. We just have a shade key like the rest of the house uses versus several different keys. So anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. Any questions or comments on redrilling door locks? Look at that, I gotta get a thumbnail on, right? If you have any questions or comments on this or any other videos, make sure and post them in the comment section. Thanks for watching, y'all, and we'll catch y'all next video. One thing I almost forgot, even though this is outside, so really just a quick shoof off into the bushes. Wood, return to your origins, wood. Be free. Be back as you once were. Okay.